I'm 83 years old. I woke up this morning before the sun, like I usually do now, and the house was quiet in a way it never used to be. Not peaceful, just empty. And sitting there at the kitchen table, waiting for the kettle to boil, it finally landed on me again, clearer than it ever has, that the thing I chased my whole life wasn't what mattered most. Being successful never filled the space I thought it would. Being needed would have. I'm not saying this because I want forgiveness or applause. I don't need either. Most of the people who would care aren't here anymore. I'm saying it because I'm near the end, and when you get here, the truth doesn't bother hiding anymore. It just shows up and sits across from you, whether you invite it or not. At my age, time feels different. Days don't rush by, they sit heavy. You feel every hour pass. You feel the weight of all the other hours that already slipped through without you noticing. And when there's nothing left to distract you, you start asking questions you avoided when you were younger. Not because you were careless, because you were busy. I spent most of my life being busy. When I was young, success felt like oxygen. I didn't grow up with much. My father worked until his back gave out, and my mother worried about money even when there was enough. So, when I found something I was good at, something people praised me for, I grabbed it hard. I told myself I was being responsible. I told myself I was building something solid, and at the time, I believed it completely. In my 20s and 30s, I worked long days and longer nights. I wore exhaustion like a badge. I missed dinners, birthdays, school plays. Not all of them. Just enough that people stopped expecting me. I'd say things like, "I'll make it up to you," or "This is just a busy season." And for a while, that was true. Then it wasn't a season anymore. It was just my life. I didn't think I was neglecting anyone. That's important to say. I thought I was providing. I thought I was protecting the future. I thought that one day, when things slowed down, I'd be able to show up fully. I assumed there would always be a later. My wife used to wait up for me. She'd leave dinner in the oven, sometimes untouched. We'd sit together at the table late at night, and she'd ask about my day. I'd answer, but my mind was already moving on to the next thing. I didn't notice when she stopped asking as many questions. I didn't notice when she started going to bed before I got home. My kids grew fast. Everyone says that, but it's true in a way you don't understand until it's over. 1 minute they're tugging at your leg, the next they're taller than you. I was there, technically. I lived in the same house, but I wasn't needed the way I could have been. I was useful. I paid for things. I solved problems when they got big enough to demand attention. But I wasn't present in the small moments, the ordinary ones that quietly shape a life. I told myself they wouldn't remember the times I wasn't there. I told myself they'd remember what I gave them. Turns out, people remember how you made them feel more than what you provided. The cost didn't arrive all at once. That's the part no one warns you about. It came in small, almost invisible ways. A conversation that didn't happen. A phone call postponed. A habit of saying later until later ran out. There was a point, somewhere in my 40s, when things could have changed. I felt it, even then. I remember sitting in my office late one night, the building nearly empty, lights buzzing overhead. I had everything I thought I wanted. Respect, security, a sense of importance. And yet, I felt oddly replaceable. The company would go on without me. The work would continue. But at home, something was slowly slipping away. I ignored that feeling. I was good at ignoring things. The turning point didn't come with fireworks. It came with a phone call. My wife was sick. Not suddenly, not dramatically, just sick enough that she needed me more than usual. I told myself I'd cut back. I did, a little, but habits don't break easily. And neither does a lifetime of choosing work over presence. She passed away 3 years later. By then, I had all the time in the world, and no one who truly needed me anymore. That's when the clarity hit. Not all at once, but deep and steady. I understood that being needed isn't about being depended on for money or solutions. It's about being woven into someone's daily life. It's about showing up in ways that can't be outsourced or replaced. Success had made me impressive. It had not made me essential. After she was gone, people checked in for a while. They brought food. They asked how I was holding up. Then life moved on, as it always does. Now days can pass without my phone ringing. Sometimes I don't speak to anyone at all. And in those quiet stretches, I think about all the moments I traded away, believing I was investing in something better. There are things that can't be fixed. I can't go back and sit at that dinner table when my kids were small. I can't be the man my wife needed when she was tired and lonely. I can't rewrite the story so that presence mattered more than progress. All I can do is sit with what remains. If you're listening to this and you're younger, I won't tell you what to do. I don't believe in that anymore. I'll just tell you what I wish I had understood sooner. Being needed doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you small. It means you matter in a way that lasts longer than titles or achievements. One day, the work ends, the emails stop, the applause fades. What's left are the people who still reach for you. Or don't. I have some good memories. I don't want to pretend my life was a failure. It wasn't, but it was incomplete. And at 83, you start to feel the shape of what's missing more than what's there. I don't have much time left. I know that now. And I've made my peace with it. I sit by the window most afternoons and watch the light change. Sometimes that's enough. If this meant something to you, if it stirred a thought you've been pushing aside, don't rush to fix it. Just notice it. That's where it starts. This is all I have left to offer. Not advice, just truth.